funny, bro. I was like,
Do-
Vex, you're such
Wait,
a dick. You should have just helped me.
is there like an RTO? There should be an RTO patch.
I'm not sure. I don't think there is.
No, I don't. There isn't, but there should be.
I couldn't find the RTO patch.
Uh,
Unfortunately, I wish I could. I did get permission to wear the cadre shirt though, so I look all cool.
okay, bro. You're not cad. Calm down. You're not cad.
Dude, I kind of want to
You're not.
use the 14-inch HK. I like it. It looks nice.
It has a bunch of nice customizations on it. The light on the left side, I think it is, looks really nice.
You think anybody would mind if I had a British patch on my vest?
No.
Like, you think anybody would mind?
Did you notice
British
that?
guy?
Have you noticed that? Raven walks around with a Canadian patch on his vest like all the time. I don't think anyone's noticed that yet, besides me. He has a big
different.
Canadian patch. Yeah, he's different, but also like think he is, but he's not.
I mean, you know.
If he could do, as long as if they could do it, we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes with the kid stuff, if whatever they could change, we're allowed to change. When it comes to patches and stuff, so if they could have different patches, we're allowed to as well. From what Raven had explained to me.
That's my thunder.
Hello, Raven.
Speak of Raven, he shall appear.
Yeah, there we go. All right, Raven, we're waiting for one more guy to join up. He's just finishing his mods, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start the VCT.
Oh, okay. That's good.
My armor's now working, which is great. I only had to hand over my government ID for it to work.
Let me know when you're in the server.
So, is your audio working yet or not, guys?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's working.
I misheard you. I thought you said it's not.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you gave me your ID,
he literally joined, and his first thing he did was talk on the radio. And I was like, wait, who is that? And I came over, I was like, Ghost. He's like, I can hear you.
Yeah, I got so excited. I got so excited.
Also, Titan, I just saw your message. We'll go through Advanced Combat Medic in a little bit if you're cool with that. After this, give me like 30 minutes, an hour or so after we're done with this, and then I can run you through that class. It's pretty simplified, but we can run that if you'd like.
Can I be there?
Because we have someone.
Yeah, anyone can be there.
I'm gonna ping the guy that I did BCT last night. He wants
just
to
because
do
like
ACM
just because obviously I have ACM, so I can just be there because more people doing it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, well, for sure, we can.
I feel like everyone should get qualified on ACM just because everyone should know how to do medical stuff. Not necessarily advanced, but still.
All right, well, we'll talk about that after the BCT. Silent Diablo, you're here?
Yes, sir.
How's it going today, brother?
It's going all right. How about you?
Good. I'm sure they've given you the whole spiel so far on the server, yeah?
Yep. Yeah, they gave me everything I need to know so far.
Lovely. Here's what we're gonna do. If you're waiting on that other guy, did he confirm that he'd be able to join, or are we just kind of waiting for a response?
He said once his mods are done, he's just gonna hop right in. So he said it's just 15 little mods. He's just on PlayStation, so they're capped at a download speed.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for him to get in here, and then we can go ahead and start.
Awesome.
He said it shouldn't be long. I'm giving him at least 10 minutes. I mean, that's I think pretty reasonable, 10 to 15 minutes. He did tell me that the mods would be done today, so
I'd give him 15 just because PlayStation can be a bit finicky with its download speeds.
Yeah.
Giving him 15, it'd give him more than enough time to.
And then if he just
joins, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do things a little backwards. Then I'm gonna go ahead and give you the perms to look through the server, Diablo. And then Ice, if you wouldn't mind, I'll have you kind of run through the server for him. It'll be a little backwards, but that way he's not waiting around while we're waiting for Cooks to get in here, and then we can kind of jump into this with him, and then we can run through the different channels and everything and kind of expectations from the Discord side for Cooks when he's done. So give me just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and update your perms.
Raven, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So with the vest, could I put a British flag on it?
Yeah, you are able to.
On
Cool.
top of that question, with the what's it called, with the helmets, can I put a mask on it? Like, can I put a Balenciaga frog mask or something on it?
Well, I don't think we have a Balenciaga mask, but
We do.
We have a
do we?
Balenciaga mask.
Yeah.
What? What? Where
Hey,
at?
look,
Where
look.
are you finding that at?
Well, not Balenciaga,
Oh.
but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
this
you're able
guy
to. So here's
used
the
to wear
thing with
those.
the basic uniform that you have, you're able to customize your pouches on your vest. You are able to and do minor customizations. Same thing you with your gun. The basic uniform is the basic uniform. Anything past that is at your discretion for how you want to customize it. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you if you can see the other channels, Diablo. You should be able to see a bunch of them.
Yeah. There
Yeah, I
are going to
see
be a
a
few at
bunch
the
now.
top for now. You're going to see a
Awesome. All
few
right.
on the suggested channel.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Ice, if you can run him through those,
Yeah.
that would be great. And we can kind of go through those just while we're waiting on the other guy. Just take it from the top.
So now that you have all of the the roles you need in the Discord to see them, we're just gonna go over like I said, the basic things that we expect from you, what we expect you to just kind of pay attention to. Right now, you should see a top channel at the top saying suggested. It's going to show your announcements, our operations calendar, our operation orders, command update docs, and a few of our sheets. So we have an EOD cheat sheet, just to help with any EOD specialist that might not know to where to put certain things. I'm not sure if we have any others right now. I only am allowed to see that one, so. We're gonna work towards our server rules now. This I'm gonna have you go over with me. We do have an age requirement. The server is 18 plus only. We do make exceptions depending on just the vibe we get off you. We do not go below 16 though. If you are under 16, unfortunately, we cannot allow anyone to join. We do
Yeah.
have a respect and conduct rule. Just like I said, treat everyone with respect and professionalism. Don't say something to someone you wouldn't want them to say to you. There's times to be a dick and joke about it, but don't be an asshole. That's really about it. No hate speech or discrimination. Like I said, we do have some veterans in here. You could go through there. We're going to get to a channel where it's called About Me. You can go through that and read about some people in their past and things that they got going on. That's where that ties down to. Just don't discriminate no one for anything that they have that you might not. Just common sense and intent. It was a joke is not a valid excuse for a harmful or disruptive comment. Like I said, use good judgment. If you wouldn't want someone doing it to you, don't do it to somebody else. That's the best way I could put it. We do have a communication standard. No excessive toxicity or screaming. Like I said, we are an 18 plus server. Most of us in here are above the age of 21. We just like to have a chill time, bro. Don't come in here and like rage about dying. It's not that big of a deal. We are just role playing at the end of the day. No cheating or exploiting. That is a rule that is very hard, and we do not allow any cheaters, bro. If we find out you exploit, cheat, or any type of software that allows you to have an advantage, we unfortunately going to have to remove you from the server. Respect staff. We do have a command. Rank really isn't, like I said, we don't go by rank. Like people who have a high rank, it's really just to tell you what they know. It's more or less like, hey, this guy's very knowledgeable on things. Yes, the higher the rank, obviously they might be up in that staff position. But when it comes down to playing in game, you could have an E1 being a squad lead and an E9 being a rifleman. It does not matter. Everyone takes orders from everybody. This server values maturity, teamwork, and respect. If you cannot follow these rules, then this is not the right community for you. Besides that, thank you for maintaining a professional environment within JSOC Task Force Obsidian. Now we're gonna go over just like about what we do. I'm sure you already went over this. This is what I sent you when we first invited you to the server. We are a realistic small Unix tactic unit. We do like to do a lot of CQB. We have a lot of professional conduct. We follow radio comms. We do a lot of wedge formations, shit like that. Do a lot of door kicking.
The only other thing I would add to that for the rules, by the way, is we're apolitical in an effort to not have people fucking at each other's throats too. It's not in the rules. I've been mentioning that recently because.
Oh, you mean like politics and stuff?
Yeah.
You mean no
Yeah.
politics?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
No politics. Yeah, no
No
politics.
politic talks. You got people of all walks of life, and people who are in the United States, people who are out of the United States. So it's not in the rules, but I do like to mention it. We don't talk politics. And if someone makes a comment that you could see as political, just ignore it. Don't feed into it. If you think it's someone or something that's being said that's kind of breaking that rule, let one of the staff know. We'll kindly let the person know, hey,
Yeah,
stop
do not
talking
be
about
afraid
tariffs.
to be an
Stop being a dickhead.
You can tell on people. Do not be afraid to do so.
Yeah. Pretty much.
We do specialize in direct action, special recon, counterterrorism, hostage rescue, high value target operations, and joint operations with aviation and enabler elements. So, depending on what the day is, how we feel, it's going to be different every time. Like, ever since I've been here, every op has been an experience.
Yep.
Not a one time has it been the same thing. So,
No.
we do have a pretty, I wouldn't say strict ROE, but we do follow an ROE. The first rule of ROE is right of self-defense. All rules of engagement retain to this one rule. If you feel your life is in danger, if you are being shot at, you have the right to shoot back. Any act or use of force against friendly force or hostile intent is the right to defend yourself. Besides that, we have more rules we have to follow by, which is first our PID, positive identification. Got to make sure we know what we're looking at before we shoot at it. Just because they look like a terrorist doesn't mean they're a terrorist. Use of force. You have necessary, proportional, and indiscriminate. Necessary use of force is required to accomplish the mission or defend friendly forces. Proportional is the appropriate use to the threat posed, and discriminate is going to be applied only to legitimate military targets. Use minimal force required to control the situation always. We have EOF, which is escalation of force. Presence of posture, verbal commands or signs, warning measures, non-lethal force, lethal force. So, like I said, we do a lot of door kicking. We recently had a mission where we had to go get a high value target out of a nuclear silo. We have a thing where we could tell people to surrender. We have zip cuffs, flashbangs, all that stuff. As I said, it's not always about killing somebody. Protected persons and structures, civilians, medical personnel, detainees, any religious or cultural sites we just stay away from. We don't kill civilians, and we definitely don't shoot medics. Individuals who surrender or are detained will not be engaged. Once someone's hands are up, that means everyone's guns are down. You will search detainees. Some detainees are going to have intel. Some won't. It's really just depending on what the mission specific requires. And then this next one's going to tie down to our PID, which is going to be fire discipline. Only engage identified threats. So, like I said, just because someone looks like a terrorist doesn't mean they are a terrorist. Make sure you 100% know what you're shooting at before you do it, especially if you want to become recon, which I know you said that's something you want to work towards, Diablo. So that definitely ties down more towards that recon side.
Yeah, that would definitely be quite an important thing. Because ultimately you don't want to be shooting a guy at, say
I'm
200
gonna
meters
have
and not
to.
go if they're friendly.
Hey Raven, Cookie just went ahead and messaged me. Said it won't be done for another hour to hour and a half. So we might have to just do his BCT some other time later today.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let him know before I continue this. If that's okay.
And I'll just keep talking while you're handling that real quick.
All
So
right.
the last ones are command authority, fratricide prevention, and then reporting, right? So command authority is really just ROE applications are kind of set by whoever's running your missions, right? So typically all of our mission briefings and ROE clarifications or changes to them are mentioned during your briefing. There are instances where some of these may or may not change. A lawful order should not be followed. If you've got a squad lead who's telling you to do something that goes against ROE, you just let him know, hey, we're breaking ROE here. I'm not doing that. He already mentioned it, but mission roles override rank during execution, right? So essentially, your rank in this Discord doesn't determine whether someone has to listen to you in an op or not. If I mean, we're all here to get better, right? We're nerds. We're just larping this shit end of the day. But the idea there is like he said, like let's say there's a squad lead. I'm an E9, right? I run this server. I made it. Let's say one of you guys is a squad lead, right? You've gotten certified to do squad lead. We know you're capable of doing it. You're squad lead, and I'm in your element. I'm gonna listen to you, right? And the idea here is it's essentially every time the admins are playing with our guys, we're not always just gonna tell you guys what to do and expect you guys to listen. We want to make sure that it's mission specific and not based off of the role you have in this server.
Yeah.
And then outside of that, fratricide prevention kind of goes into fire discipline. So situational awareness, right? Good example he brought up is let's say you're shooting at someone 200 meters out. Let's say you've got another element behind them, and it's our friendlies. You are not shooting at him if at this threat if there's potential for fratricide, right? So situational awareness is important. Line of sight, and where you're facing and what may be behind a target is something that you want to be aware of, right? Now, typically, when we operate with multiple elements, we're communicating through a lot of that. We go through different things like flanking and shit like that in this BCT to kind of go over how you can avoid things like that. But communication kind of is a good thing that kind of helps to provide you with the opportunity to not do shit like that. From there, yeah, what's up, brother?
So